my god, they're all gonna end like this, aren't they? Hello, everyone. My name is Cloudy Clarity, but you can call me Claire or Cloudy, and I am a weather VTuber. Today, we are going to be reacting to Punky Doodle's series, The Grimsby and Gravenhurst Supernatural Detective Agency. This one was recommended a lot after I reacted to some of their Wizard Time compilations. So, without further ado, let's get started and see what this is all about.
The Grimsby and Gravenhurst Supernatural Detective Agency. Murder most foul at Gloomgullet Hall. Lightning split the sky as detectives Gravenhurst and Grimsby arrived at Gloomgullet Hall, where Sir Percival Snootlebottom had been found impaled on an antique harpsichord.
Snootlebottom, oh no.
During a séance. The suspects trembled before them. Baroness Petunia McSnort, always sneezing when nervous. Colonel Fiddlesticks Wobblecheek, suspiciously jittery.
I love the names of these guys.
Even for a retired mime. Madame Flapdoodle, medium by trade, large by volume. Professor Bumblesnuff, an expert in haunted furniture.
Wow.
Miss Tilly Twerpleton, fiancée of the deceased, known to throw teacups when jilted.
She does not look impressed. She doesn't look sad. She looks mad. She looks like she's ready to take someone out.
It's clear, Gravenhurst declared, the harpsichord was possessed. No, Grimsby interrupted, lifting a splintered tuning fork. It was tuned to kill. Madam?
Tuned to kill.
Flapdoodle gasped, accidentally summoning a minor poltergeist. Professor Bumblesnuff
That was me.
confessed. He called my haunted ottoman a footstool with delusions. I had no choice. Gravenhurst nodded solemnly. Case closed, Grimsby sighed. Another noteworthy crime. Ugh, the ghost played a B-flat in agreement.
Oh, I like this. Oh my god, the poor, honestly, still feel bad for the guy who got impaled on the harpsichord.
The Grimsby and Gravenhurst Supernatural Detective Agency. A grave mistake in the fog of Gloomshire. A damp fog curled like spectral fingers through Gloomshire Cemetery.
I'm sorry, their feet are just sticking out like this.
Where detectives Gravenhurst and Grimsby stood over the corpse of Mortimer Puddleswick, renowned crypt enthusiast, now freshly de-enthused and face down.
Freshly de-enthused.
On an open grave. The suspects emerged from the gloom. Dr. Theodora McSnark, a sarcastic pathologist who hates the outdoors. Reverend Crumblepatch, part-time priest. Full-time sleepwalker. Eugene Spoons Wibbleton.
Spoons.
A gravedigger obsessed with silverware. Ms. Lavinia Scrunch, local historian with a PhD in passive aggression.
I mean, she's got that same, expression that the other one had.
Gregory the Damp, a mysterious figure who has just always been here.
I warned him not to dig too deep.
Dr. McSnark rolled her eyes. He tripped into his own excavation. Impossible, Grimsby said. This was no accident. It was a plot.
Oh, no!
Ugh. Gravenhurst examined the body. Bludgeoned to death, but no fingerprints, no blood trail. This wasn't just a murder. It was a ritual. He turned slowly to the suspects. Only one among you is sufficiently fluent in ancient funerary rites to summon a ghost to
I mean, I imagine that would be the priest.
do her dirty work.
Oh, her dirty work.
It was you, Miss Scrunch. You conjured a spirit to strike down poor Mortimer. Before Miss Scrunch could protest, a spectral hand pulled her into the fog. Grimsby sighed. I guess someone was gravely upset. A skeleton
Oh my god. Skeleton applauded politely
from a nearby mausoleum.
Oh my god, they're all gonna end like this, aren't they?
The Grimsby and Gravenhurst Supernatural Detective Agency.
And I still love all these silly names that they come up with.
The Mummy's Malice at the British Museum.
We could have many conversations about the British Museum and all the things that they've stolen over the years, but this is not the place for that.
The Egyptology wing of the British Museum was unnaturally still when detectives Gravenhurst and Grimsby stepped inside, the scent of ancient dust and bones hanging thick in the air. There stood hieroglyphics scholar Professor Augustus Tweak, crammed into a display case.
You know what? The tweak makes sense. Looking at him, the tweak makes sense.
Half-wrapped and wholly horrified. 5 suspects lingered among the exhibits. Professor Winifred Crankshaw, senior archivist of ancient grievances and marginally legible scroll. Basil Flimsy, the assistant
Basil Flimsy? Oh, I like that.
archivist, currently mid-faint against a bust of Ramses. Lady Euphemia Sphinxworthy, a museum donor.
I'm sorry. I love the pyramid on her hat. Oh my god, it's even got like the little palm trees and everything like that. Oh my god, her attention to detail in her hat, I am most impressed. A good hat is very important.
Who often claimed to remember being buried in ancient Thebes. Nigel Broomhead, the janitor, who refused to speak except through puppets.
Oh.
Miss Thistle Pennyweather, the gift shop manager, who called the sarcophagi her boys. Gravenhurst, eyeing the body, declared, "This wasn't just murder, it was mummification." Grimsby, peering at the victim's last scribbled notes, read aloud, "The curse." Lady Sphinxworthy sniffed. "I told him not to disturb the pharaohs. He mocked my spiritual instincts. And he mocked your ability to read ancient hieroglyphs," Gravenhurst added. "Professor Tweak may have done the translating, but you read the inscription aloud. You didn't lift the curse, you activated it." Lady Sphinxworthy gasped theatrically. "I only wanted to liven up the exhibition." Grimsby sighed. "Well, this certainly wrapped it up nicely."
You know what? I like the fun at the end of the other ones a bit better than that one.
The Grimsby and Gravenhurst Supernatural Detective Agency. Murder afloat on the HMS Clotted Fog.
Nice.
The HMS Clotted Fog creaked its way through the English Channel under a blanket of dense mist.
I really like the name Clotted Fog. That's really cool because like fog, it's so easy to move through it, but like the clot just gives such a good visualization of the fog.
Passengers paced nervously on the promenade deck, one of them no longer in the mood for promenading due to being quite thoroughly dead.
That would take you out of the mood, that's for sure.
Captain Archibald's sloop had been discovered slumped over the ship's wheel, a sextant protruding from his spine. Detectives Gravenhurst and Grimsby were summoned from first-class supper to first-degree murder. All 5 suspects were members of the crew. Chief Steward Trevor Penwither, who believes death is no excuse for bad posture. Quartermaster Lionel Pewsnap, a nervous man who keeps misplacing the anchor.
Uh-oh.
Ship's nurse Harmonica Blythe, no nonsense and sharp, with a thermometer. Bosun Tobias Tug Bramble, who insists he can speak fluent seagull.
Okay, he's my favorite.
Cook Belinda Drood, her spotted dick is as salty as her language. Gravenhurst inspected the body. "Clearly someone wanted the captain to go off course. Permanently," Grimsby sniffed. "There's a faint scent of seaweed and something spectral." The ship gave a mournful creak. Bosun Bramble smirked. "Told him not to sail blind into haunted waters." Gravenhurst turned sharply. "The fog isn't natural, is it? It's a veiled passage, an invitation." Bosun Bramble gave a low chuckle. "Ghost pirates don't mutiny unless invited. I just lit the lantern and whispered the name of Davy Jones. They did the rest." Grimsby clutched his coat. "Well, this cruise just took a turn for the curse."
Oh, that one was bad.
Ugh. A sea monster used the commotion to steal a crumpet. The Grimsby
That's
and
fair,
Gravenhurst...
that's fair. I would also use the commotion to get more snackums.
The Grimsby and Gravenhurst Supernatural Detective Agency. Murder at the Count's wedding.
Ooh.
A blood moon hung low over Blackfang Abbey, where detectives Gravenhurst and Grimsby had been invited to what was allegedly a very normal countryside wedding. The bride wore black, the groom wore red, the guests wore centuries of darkness.
Amazing.
Midway through the midnight reception, just as the blood pudding was being served, a scream echoed from the library. Vicar Morton Stakely had been found slumped in an armchair, disturbingly pale, even by local standards, with several small holes in his neck
I wonder what those are from.
and a toppled goblet of what looked like red wine. Gravenhurst frowned. "Puncture wounds, drained of every last drop." Grimsby sniffed the goblet. "Definitely O negative." The suspect skulked about in the shadows. Countess Margot von Sucklebite,
Oh my god.
the bride's great-aunt, who claims to be allergic to mirrors.
Oh my god. That's... I'm getting Helena Bonham Carter vibes from her.
Baron Crispin Dreadthirst, the best man, suspiciously shrouded in a cloud of smoke and bats. Madame Nocturna Lidrip, the sommelier who insists she only serves from the neck of the bottle. Viscount Vincent von Casket, the wedding planner whose handshake is as cold as his welcome. Lord Cadaverous Fangsworth.
Cadaverous
The
Fainsworth.
groom's father, still recovering from accidental exposure to sunlight. Gravenhurst narrowed his eyes. It's clear. You're all lords and ladies of the Fang, and you all took a bite. This wasn't just a murder, it was a buffet. Grimsby shuddered. I suppose this wedding really did suck. The werewolf wedding DJ played some sick beats. The Grimsby...
Oh my god, I do really like the dry humor of these. These aren't like as much like laugh out loud ones, but they're more like, I mean, it's more about the puns and the characters that they create. I love all the dumb names that they have for all of these characters. They're pretty funny. And some of them like just fit them so well. I'm just like, you came up with such a nonsense name, but it just works so well for these guys. I think my favorite character was the guy who could speak Seagull, or claimed that he could speak Seagull. I love that one very, very much so. Fashion-wise, the one who did the mummification thing, or activated the curse with her hat, with the pyramid, that was my favorite. I loved her hat. Her hat is fantastic. But yeah, so that is all that they have of the Grimsby and Gravenhurst Supernatural Detective Agency. Thank you guys so much for coming by and supporting me. If you guys want, you can see more of my videos on Mondays and Fridays with my new uploads, and you can subscribe to find out, to get the notifications of when they're coming in. Thank you so much again for coming and helping me out here and for hanging out with me today. I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll see you guys again next time. Goodbye, everybody.